Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. I am Tanisha and this is Nina Budgets. On today's video, we are going to go ahead and get my wallet reset for the week. We're going to pay some bills and add some money into our sinking funds and our savings challenges. So let's go ahead and hop in. How are you all? I hope you're doing well. It is the holiday weekend. And I'm super excited for the weekend to get to spend some time with my family and just enjoy this upcoming weekend. So let me go ahead and get the money out. Let's do a quick count and then we'll get into it. All right, let me make sure we're in here. Are we in here, girl? Yeah, we're in here. Let's go. All right, we got our $9.50. I did not play around with the money ahead of time, so I just wanted to put the nice raggedy bills up front right quick. Most of this money is going to bills anyway, so let's go ahead and give them all the janky money, and then we can keep the nicer stuff for ourselves. All these 20s are raggedy. All right, let's go ahead and hop into it. We got our $9.50. I do have my planner over here to the side with my budget. So we're gonna go ahead and go first into bills because I just want to get it over with. We are stuffing for the third paycheck of April. This is for our May bills, so let's get them paid and get them out of the way. So the mortgage is getting $206. So 1, 2, 205, 206. So in total we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 610, 615, 616, 17, 18. So 618. LG&E is getting 63, so 50, 60, 1, 2, and 3. So LG&E has 51, 52, 53, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80, 81, 2, 83, 84, so 384. And this just reminds me, I need to take some of this money out because my LG&E bill is the only bill that is like at the very last week of the month. And I have not unstuffed the April for LG&E, and I need to do that. I should have did that when I unstuffed everything else. American Home Shield is getting 32, so 20, 30, 1 and 2. So in total we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 91, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 96. LWC, which is our water company, they're getting 34. So 20, 30. And I gotta be real nice about these because these are nice and crispy. 31, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so in total we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 91, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100, 1 and 102. Up next is going to be our Uverse and Internet with AT&T, and that is getting 59. So 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, and 59. All right, so in total we have 50, 100, 150, 160, 165, 166, 67, 68, 69, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 177. My cell phone is getting 51. So 50 and 1. Look at all these veins on my hand. Okay, so in total I have 51, 50, 151, 152, and 153. It's like the veins just be popping up out of nowhere. Like, oh my gosh. Park Community for my car payment is getting 135. So 100, 120, 130, and 135. All right, so in total we have 100, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 300, 320, 340, 360, 370, 380, 390, $405. All right, up next is going to be Kentucky Farm Bureau, and Kentucky Farm Bureau, let's see. Kentucky Farm Bureau is getting $86. And we are 6 months ahead on this one. So the money that we are putting in here now is for the next 6-month payment. So let's get 50, 70, 80, 85, and 86. All right, so in total we got 1,100, 1,200, 220, 240, 250, 260, 270, 280, 285, 86, 87, 88, 89, 290. So $1,290. And I believe our 6 month is due. It's either June or July. I'm gonna have to go ahead and look at the app to double check which month. Either way, I've planned it out where we're gonna have the amount we need. I just can't remember which one it is, June or July. So American Express is getting 63. So we're doing that in a 50, a 10, and then 3 ones. So in total, we have 50, 100, 120, 140, 160, 170, 180, 181, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 189 for the American Express. And that's the card that we're working towards paying off. Hopefully we'll get it paid off this year. That is the goal. And on top of that, we want to build sinking funds too. So we just gotta build up for those emergency sinking funds, and then we'll start really going hardcore on that. So Netflix is getting 7, so 5, 6, 7, and we have 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. Subscriptions is getting 20, so it has 60. And then last but not least is Cinemark. It is getting $4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, these last 4. So in total it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, $12. Excuse me. And that is it. That is all for my bills. Bills. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put this up. Up next, we're gonna go ahead and move into our personal binder. And in our personal binder, we're going to be resetting my wallet and then adding some money into a couple of the envelopes. So let me grab my wallet. Okay, I got my wallet here, and I'm going to move those over. Actually, I'm just going to move it to the side for now. So let's go ahead and open up the personal binder. And I do have some change in here. I need to get rid of this change because it's making my wallet heavy. Let's just do that right now because I forgot to do that last week. Baby, your girl is getting hot. I'm going to take this sweater off. It's a warm day today. Okay. All right. Let's go into the wallet. I need to give myself some money. We need some groceries. We need some gas. We need all of the things. I do have some leftover money in groceries and in gas and in our eating out. So in groceries, we have $20. And let me just make sure that's in there. I'll sit it here. And gas, we have 10. And then in eating out, we have $40 left over. So in total for leftover money for the wallet, we have 20, 40, 60, and 70. And this is gonna go into my mini challenges. And speaking of minis, I'm going to just start dropping those videos on Mondays instead. So you'll see the mini Monday video on Monday, or I don't even want to call it mini Monday, but you'll see the minis saving challenges on Monday. It just, you know, call it what you want. It ain't gonna be Save Day Wednesday. We're gonna do them on Mondays. Okay, so that's it. CJ has some spending money in there. We're just gonna leave CJ's money there. So let's go ahead and get into it. Groceries, our budget is $200 for the week. So we have 51, 52. And I think I definitely need to break that down, but we just gonna leave it how it is for now. Gas is gonna get 60. So 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And then eating out is going to get 50. So 20, 40, 50. We don't have any games this weekend or anything like that. We had that last weekend. It went really well. It was the very first game of the season. They won 2 games and lost 1, so they did make it to the like finals and all that and ended up losing. But I think it was really good for it being their first game together in a whole year. So that is it for my wallet. We are all together. Oh, let me go ahead and get this money out for these 1s and 5s. And also I have some money in my wallet that I didn't know that I had, but I'm gonna figure out something to do with it. So let me just sit it. Let me sit it right here for now. So for my 1s and 5s, we got 5, 10, 15, 20 going in. And then for the 1s, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it should be 20 and 9. So because I don't want to get it mixed up, I'm going to just sit it there. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish out this binder and then get that done. So in our savings, we're going to add $25. And then I will update my trackers off camera. So 20 and a 5. So in our savings, we have 2,000 and 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140, 150. So 2,150. That is right. Okay, up next is going to be CJ, and he is getting $25 as well. So we're going to do a 20 and a 5. So CJ has 1,500. These are just placeholders that's representing the money that we have in the bank. So 1,550, 570, 590, 610, 620, 625. So he has 1,625. I need to update my trackers. Okay, and that's it for, oh, no. I said I was going to put $5 in cotton candy cushion emergency fund. This is my emergency fund tracker. And so I did say I was going to put $5 in there, and let's go ahead and do that. Let's just go ahead and get it started, get it a little jump start, and let's give it $5. And I'm going to do this 5 right here, and I think I'm just going to kind of put like a heart or something, because yeah, that works. When it comes time to wiping these trackers off, it can be a pain if you're not using certain markers. I mean, I'm gonna just go ahead and say that. So I want to make sure this is completely dry. And actually, I'm just going to sit it here for now and then let it dry like that. And then I'll come back to it. But we're going to go ahead and give it its first 5. And so for those that are new, I consider all of my envelopes that are in my sinking fund its own emergency fund. So I stopped stuffing for a emergency fund and made sure I had every category that I considered an emergency, such as car maintenance, home maintenance, you know, all the things. Like, let me pull out my high priority and I'll tell you. So like car maintenance, home maintenance, Christmas, rainy day, you know, all the things that we consider, you know, its own emergency fund. I try to give it its own category, is what I did. But you just never know. I'm still going to just put some money up somewhere. You just, you know, because stuff be happening, other things that you don't even think about. And I'll use as an example, one of my daughters, her car needed a new tire and she needed some brakes. So she, of course, needed some help with that. And so we helped with that, right? So I do have my adult kiddos envelope, which I hadn't really been stuffing. But I decided I want to go ahead and just do like an emergency, just for whatever. And I could maybe use that portion of that to go towards the adult kids. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go along this journey. So I think we're probably dry. Oh no, it looked like it smeared a little bit. So I'm going to give it another minute. Okay. And that's going to be it in the personal binder. So I got everything checked off. We got our bills paid. We got our savings and all that. The only thing we got left to do is put the rest of this money in savings challenges. So that is exciting. Yeah, let's get into it. So in my 2025 Fridays, we're going to be doing the entire month of October, which is a total of $85. So we're doing 50, 70, 80, and 5. And I'm going to mark that off. And actually, I'll use the marker that I've been using, and we will get that done. Boom. So in here in this envelope, I do have some prop money, because when I completed the first 6 months, I did take that money out and reallocated that. And so you'll see some prop money and you'll see some cash. So just in case you're wondering. So let's get this put in here and we can count up and see how much we got total. I gotta get the new 20, because honey, that 20 is jacked up. All right, so in total we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 550, 570, 590, 610, 630, 650, 660, 670, 680, 690, 695, 700, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So $709 saved total. Okay, next is going to be the Trust in My Journey challenge, and it is getting 50, and we're going to do that. And we're going to just color in one of these hearts. This is a challenge that I created, and each of these icons are $50 for me. So we're just going to color in one heart. All right, so in total we have $2,550, and this challenge actually saves $3,200 total. So we'll go ahead and get that put back in there, put this in here, and then up next we got our $1 challenge. Let's see how many ones we're adding today. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going to add 9 ones to this. And we're just going to color in 9 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I'm going to sit that there to dry, and we can count these up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 53. That's nice. All right, up next is our $5 challenge. We have 5, 10, 15, 20 going in. And we will go ahead and get these knocked out. All right, and we will let that dry. And while it's drying, we will go ahead and count what we got. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15. So 115. Like these denomination challenges, that money adds up. So, you know, if you're not doing it, you may want to consider the 1 and the 5, because that money adds up nice and quickly. Typically for my $10 and $20 denomination, I actually plan those out, so I don't put, you know, anything like whatever's from rollover is going from my wallet is going to my minis. But for my 1s and 5s, that's just leftover money from my wallet that I've been spending throughout the week. So you may want to try it. All right, let's go ahead and put this up. And then here is the money we had left over from my wallet, and there's some random money in my purse. We are going to the movies this weekend. We're going to see Sinner today. So I'll just save this for some snacks at the movies. And this $70 is going to my minis, so I'm going to make change. And I may throw in a spicy. I don't know. We'll see. I may throw in one spicy 5 just to see who we can get done this week. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's everything. That's all the money. We are all done. Bills are paid. Money is stuffed. And again, I just want to say thank you for coming along this journey with me. If you are not subscribed, please go ahead and consider hitting that subscribe button for me. I am on the road to 1K, trying to get those watch hours built up. So if you have some time in your day, even if you're not even listening, if you can just run that playlist for me and help me build those watch hours up, I'd really appreciate it. Share it with your friends, share it with your family, you know, share. We're all about sharing over here, okay? So again, like I said, thank you for coming along this journey with me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.